Have you ever wondered what it really takes to build an organization from the ground up? I mean, one that's designed not just to help out, but to create real, lasting, systemic change? Well, today, we're diving deep into the blueprint for exactly that, the DFW Black-Owned Business Network.
This one sentence, it's pretty much their North Star. It's not just some catchy tagline, it's the core mission that really shapes every single program, every partnership, and every decision they make. It sets this incredibly bold and collaborative tone right from the very start.
And that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? You know, it's one thing to have a powerful vision, but it's a whole other ballgame to actually build the engine that can make it a reality. So in this explainer, we're going to walk through the foundational blueprint of exactly how they're doing it.
Okay, so let's start with the most fundamental question of all. Why? Why does this organization even exist? This first part is all about digging into that core mission and the critical community needs that are driving everything they do.
So this is their mission, laid out plain and simple. And what I love about it is how interconnected it all is. They're not just focused on one thing. They're looking at empowering business owners, sure, but also professionals and families. It's all about creating this positive cycle through education, connection, and real opportunity.
Now, to really understand the urgency behind their mission, you have to wrap your head around this number: 1 in 5. That's how many adults in Texas have low literacy skills. This is this massive and often invisible barrier that the organization has zeroed in on as a critical issue to tackle head-on.
And that one statistic, man, it sends these powerful ripples through the whole community. As you can see, low literacy isn't just about reading. It directly feeds into cycles of poverty by limiting job prospects. It can lead to social isolation, especially for seniors, and it creates these huge barriers for folks trying to successfully re-enter society. This is the complex problem their mission is designed to solve.
Okay, so we've got the why down. Now let's explore the how. How are they actually going to make a difference? This isn't just a random list of good ideas. It's a really carefully designed architecture, and it's built on 4 core pillars.
And here they are. Think of these as the 4 load-bearing walls of the entire organization. You've got business capacity building, which provides the tools; community literacy, which tackles those foundational skills we just talked about; mentorship to build that supportive network; and finally, community impact, which is how they measure the real-world results. And notice how they all support each other. It all works together. It's a complete roadmap for change.
So now we get to the what. How does that 4-pillar strategy actually look in the real world? This next part is all about showcasing the concrete programs that bring this really ambitious vision to life.
What's really incredible here is just how diverse their approach is. This isn't some one-size-fits-all literacy program. They've got programs for family reading, for adult skill building, for connecting seniors and youth, and they have specific outreach for those impacted by the justice system. They're meeting every part of the community exactly where they are.
And then there's this, a real flagship initiative, the Willis Black Leadership Academy. This is so much more than just a school. It's basically an incubator for the next generation of leaders. By blending core academics with real-world skills like entrepreneurship and STEM, they're preparing students not just for a job, but for a life of innovation and community impact. And their support goes way beyond that academy. They provide business and leadership training, access to micro-grants for that crucial seed funding, empowerment workshops, and they even host 2 job fairs every year. It's a complete ecosystem designed for success.
Okay, but you can have the best programs in the world, right? But they need a powerful, trustworthy engine to make them go. So how is the DFW Black-Owned Business Network actually structured to make sure it's effective, transparent, and really built to last? Let's take a look under the hood at the machinery behind the mission.
Right off the bat, this is the foundational piece of their credibility. Being a registered 501c3 nonprofit, that's the official U.S. government designation for a public charity, means they are legally structured to serve the public good. This status ensures that every contribution goes directly to supporting the mission, not to private profit. I really like how they've structured their membership. It's designed to be a pathway in, not a wall keeping people out. It makes getting involved really accessible for everybody. Whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur just starting out or an established business, there's a clear entry point to join the network and start benefiting from its resources. Now, this might look like boring legal stuff, but it's actually super important. This is all about trust. Having a clear, 3-step process for handling any potential conflicts of interest isn't just fine print. It's how you build a rock-solid foundation of trust with your members and the entire community.
So, we've covered the why, the how, and the what. We've even looked under the hood at the engine they've built. The final question then is, where do you fit in?
This last section is a direct and clear invitation to get involved.
And look, there are so many on-ramps to this movement. You can become a member at one of those accessible tiers we just saw. You could volunteer your skills to mentor someone or help out at an event. Businesses can partner up with them, or you can simply attend a workshop or support the mission with a donation. There really is a role for everyone.
So what we've been looking at isn't just another organization. It's an entire ecosystem, thoughtfully designed for empowerment, for education, and for economic growth. The blueprint is clear. The only question left is, what role will you play in building it?